And that's where we are right now. We are heading into massive inflation. And this is because of modern monetary theory. There was lots of money that went into the economy that was printed, double quotes printed. So all of this occurred there. So now the Fed, which is supposed to quote unquote stabilize the capitalist system, is saying, shit, we have a problem, so we have to correct this. So they want to now put the brakes on, and the goal of putting the brakes on is to reduce demand, as you'll see. So how does that happen? So let's go to the simple diagram, which everyone can use to explain to their friends, this gas and pedal analogy. So what the brake here is, the Fed comes along and they say, so if the gas is lowering interest rate, what is a brake? The brake is, let's put right here, the brake is increasing interest rate, right? So increase interest rate. And they gave a little bit of braking a couple of months ago. That was enough. And they're predicting, I think this week or next week, there's going to be a further increase in the interest rate. So increase interest rate. So that's really the brake. And I call it the brake because you'll see why, because it reduces demand. So how does it do that? One of the things it does is over here now, if you put consumer spending again, what it does here is it will, in this case, we will lower consumer spending, right? So consumer spending now goes down. Everyone get that? You increase interest rates, you're not going to put stuff on your credit card. It's going to be too expensive. So your consumer spending goes down. By the way, Nicole Marie says, can't forget all the warehouses and factories burning down. Yep. That's another reason that we don't have enough supply. So demand goes up. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. So anyway, so consumer spending, when you increase interest rate, goes down. And then guess what happens when you increase interest rate? Something else happens, which is the opposite, that people's savings now, let's put savings here, their personal savings will theoretically go up because now they're saving more money. And then the investment in companies, if they were going to buy some new equipment, companies, guess what? So this investment in companies is going to come down. So you get that in there. So those are the three effects that occurs. You want to say increase interest rates here. The arrow goes up, savings goes up, consumer spending comes down, and investment in companies goes down, which means investment in companies, stock market, right? People start pulling their money out of the stock market. They save their money and consumer spending goes down. All right. Maria Canistra says, come join the open house this Thursday. Yep. Thanks, Maria. Again, every Thursday, you can RSVP and join the open house. So what does this do to demand? Well, all these three, what do they do to demand? They do something fascinating, which is actually logical. They lower demand. So demand goes down. So this is why I say they're putting the brakes, right? They don't have enough supply. So the idea the Fed is saying is we're going to lower demand for goods by putting on the brake, which is increasing interest rate. People start saving more, that won't spend as much, and you're going to have investment companies. Now, the danger in doing this, what are the side effects of doing this? In this case, inflation is going up. But in this case, in order to lower inflation, what could happen here when demand goes down, a couple of things can occur. Now, companies, when demand is down, right? When you have less demand, you're hoping that the supply that's out there, people can catch up, but you're also creating the condition that this could happen. Let's go back to this, that you could have one, unemployment, or employment goes down. Employment goes down, which means unemployment increases, but employment goes down. All right, that's one side effect. The other thing is people start producing less because you don't have enough people now because companies are not getting stuff. So production goes down, right? Now more people are unemployed and the overall gross domestic product, GDP, will also come down. So you have a lot of different effects that can occur from putting on the brake. The Fed's logic in putting on the brake is we don't have enough supply. There's too much demand. When you have high demand, not enough supply, prices go up, you get inflation. And to control inflation, we're going to put on the brakes. Someone, Nicole Moore, said lots of union worker layoffs. Exactly. And that, Nicole, is directly a result of when you put on the brakes, you're going to have employment go down, which means unemployment goes up. So these are the side effects that are likely to occur. And this is why we've had one braking. It wasn't enough. So the Fed is now doing another braking. And you have some experts saying that this is going to result, particularly when investment goes down in companies, the stock market is going to have a significant decline. All right. Some people are saying another 20% decline.